What is up, my lifted legends? It's your boy Adrian here, bringing you guys a new PUBG video here today. I know it's been quite some time since we actually covered some PUBG over here on the channel, but that is because they haven't really been putting out updates. We've kind of been in a dry slump for PUBG for the most part. I know the game has been kind of dead in the morning time when I play, so I hope this update actually boosts the game back up, because I still do enjoy the experience. I can't find a lobby, dude. It sucked. Unfortunately, that's the truth. I mean, I can't find a lobby, but hopefully with this update, this actually brings a lot of people back. So let's go ahead and jump into the update here today. So the very first thing that they actually cover on the update is the weapon mastery. It's a new progression system meant for weapons where we unlock charms and other different things for weapons as we advance with the weapon or get better, as they say. They don't really hand it out, more or less. It's the more you get better with your weapon, the better you do with that said weapon, the more you actually level up and whatnot. As you guys can see on screen, like, it shows the details such as knockdown kills, the damage dealt with it, overall kills with it. I really think that was a smart idea. I really like the fact they added that in-depth feature with the weapons, because now it makes me feel as if, like, every time I pick up a weapon, like, I need to hold that KD with that weapon. I need to make sure I grind a little bit harder with it, especially to unlock these camos they have coming out for them and the charms. As of right now, there is 20 tiers of, no, there's 10 tiers. Each tier has 10 levels in it. So yeah, there's 100 levels total, guys, and they have about 20 different charms at the moment that they actually plan on adding more to. No talks of that at the current moment, but I'm really happy to see that they actually are integrating some of that nature, because those cosmetics really do keep people playing. I don't care what nobody say, dude. Cosmetics is what really keeps people in the game nowadays. So them adding in those free cosmetics, I definitely feel like it'll add to the grind and the amount of people that actually hop on to play the game, because there's something more to grind for now, rather than just constantly getting on to play for the battle pass, and then once you finish the battle pass, that's pretty much done. But moving on to the next subject, dude, I can talk about that for forever, which is the tactical marker, which is being added to the game, and I am really happy about this too. Even if it's not used a lot, I do feel like it's something that is needed there, and I feel like every battle royale should have some sort of tactical marker system, especially for the players that don't have mics. There are people that are less fortunate. It is really easy to come upon a headset, but at the end of the day, there are people that's less fortunate. I really feel like that tactical marker will help a lot of those guys out, because I know if I get into a random game of PUBG and the random doesn't have a mic, I've already lost 90% faith in my team already. I just feel like we signing up for an L at that point, because there's a lack of communication there, and the tactical markers are actually going to add that communication factor, and even help with gunfights too, because there are different actions you can do with the markers. There are 6 total. I haven't actually looked into all 6. They didn't list all 6 here, but if once I figure it out, I will definitely report it to you guys. The next thing in this update that they're actually planning on doing is rebalancing the loot on a wrangle. They're increasing the spawn rates of ARs, DMRs, and sniper rifles, and they plan on adding a wrangle to the feature map for the month of June, which leaves me to speculate, are we actually going to see a wrangle 2.0 at some point during this month or next month? Because if they're making it the featured map, I would feel as if that would come after the 2.0 update. It would make no sense to go ahead and make it the feature map for the month, and then you're gonna have the 2.0 update launch for it somewhere down the line, and then we have to wait until it goes back through the cycle for us to get it back as a feature map, because a lot of people are actually gonna want to play it off rip soon as it drops, me especially, and I really want it to be in that featured map section rather than having it through the random section of the maps, because it's like, dude, I can't take Miramar, and I like Vikendi, and I also like what's the other map, Sandhawk? Yeah, and I also like Sandhawk, but it's still that factor again, Miramar, dude. I just don't like Miramar. They need to remaster Miramar, do something with that. But I really do think this Wrangle 2.0 will be here within the next month or so. That's my speculation on it. They said it would release before the end of the summer. That's just my personal speculation on it. But on to the next map that's actually being rebalanced, which is Vikendi. They're actually going to be adjusting the blue zone on the map. Hopefully they make it a bit faster. I don't really feel like the blue zone is intimidating at all on Vikendi whatsoever, so hopefully it makes it a faster paced experience. I mean, Vikendi is already really fast paced, but when you add in the Iron Curtain to scare everybody even more, it makes those gunfights even more intense than what they already are supposed to be. So I really want to see what that's talking about. Also, they increased the spawn rate of AR, DMRs, and sniper rifles, and especially sniper rifles, but I'm not really sure on this map as far as AR and DMRs. I kind of feel like I don't come across a lot of DMRs at all. ARs on this map, I really just come across the G3 for the most part, and for the most part, I end up using the UMP or the MP5K, so yeah, I definitely feel like that is needed. Definitely a AR and DMR. Sniper rifles I find occasionally, but I definitely feel like the AR and DMRs need to be found more on Vikendi. So from the Vikendi loot spawn rebalance, we're actually going to be jumping into the auto-equipped attachments part of this update, which I feel like is kind of weird in a sense. I don't feel like it's really needed. But the reason why they actually add in auto-equipped attachments is because a lot of people complained that it was a little too hard navigating through the inventory. I don't really agree with that too much, me personally. I don't know, maybe because I've played a lot of DayZ recently and that inventory system. I feel like once you master that inventory system, you can master any game's inventory system. But I never really understood that as far as the auto-equipped attachments. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Did you guys think it was hard putting on attachments, or did it get challenging or anything of that nature? Because me personally, I don't really struggle with this, but I want to know, like, just the general end community, like, who really think this needed to be added? I'm not bashing anybody, I just generally want a real answer about it. Let me know in the comment section, guys. But pretty much how you would auto-equip the attachments is the same way that you can make your weapon fully auto. You would have to go into the settings and set it up that way, which I don't really mind, but I just think it's kind of weird in a sense. But I'm definitely gonna fool around with it just to see what happens along those lines. And along with auto-equipping attachments, they're actually adding another controller preset. They want to try and make it easier or more comfortable for most players to just hop into PUBG and actually enjoy it. So they're actually making a controller type preset C. As you guys know, we already have A and B, but the main function of this one is to make it to where instead of leaning with your analog sticks, you would be leaning with the L1 or the R1 button, which I think is kind of weird in a sense, but I don't think it's really weird because I've played other games that's like that, and I know some people are accustomed to that. I'm kind of used to the analog leaning, just playing games like Siege and whatnot, so I probably will stick with it like that, but I don't know. Switching to L1, R1 might be where it is. It'll probably be a little bit easier to use because I know I do put a lot of strain on my analog sticks, constantly clicking, leaning from left to right more or less. So I may try L1, R1, and that would probably help out dead zone issues too, cause your controller to slow down how fast it breaks more or less, because I really do feel like I add a lot of wear and tear to my controller just playing these games where I really have to be dominant on the analog stick. So I'm definitely going to be looking into preset C, but it's no guarantees I'll be using it. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys think you'll be switching over to preset C? And that's pretty much it with the update, guys. But one other thing that I did notice that I wanted to point out that I really thought was, I don't want to say entertaining, but I think is a very cool idea, is the fact they're actually going to be adding medals to the game now. Since we actually have weapon mastery, they'll be adding different medals to the game, just like in Call of Duty. Like they have a double medal where it's defeat 2 enemies in rapid succession, triples, quads, first bloods, long shots, dead eyes, frenzies. There's all kinds of different ones on here. They have different medals, but pretty much they're the same as any other first person shooter. But I really think those medals are needed in PUBG because it's not really something major, but I do feel like it's something cool to look at and something cool to pop up on stream, well, not stream, but on your actual screen as you play. And it gives you that rewarding feeling, and it constantly makes you want to continue to play just by having these medals appear on screen. Now, if they're appearing on screen, it doesn't say anything on it currently, but they will be tracked throughout your stats, so you will be able to go back and check on your medals and see how many times that you've unlocked said medals. But that is it for the update today, guys. Jeez, dude. It's early in the morning. I'm trying to do this commentary for you guys. But if you guys did enjoy the video or found it informational, definitely feel free to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It is definitely well appreciated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.